Hey everybody, it's Tony from the Blacksmithing Gamer, where we do blacksmithing, gaming, and everything between. Today, I'll be showing you how I made the Leviathan from the newest entry in the God of War series. Let's get started. You may have noticed this axe head isn't actually forged. I ended up having to 3D print the axe head. Due to the limitations of the size of my forge, I realized that the hunk of metal I would need to forge out wouldn't actually fit inside my forge. I'll provide a link to the 3D print I used in the description below, but I'm going to say this axe is strictly for cosplay and not actually chopping any wood, unfortunately. In the future, when I get a bigger forge, I definitely want to revisit this project. I spray painted the axe head with some Autobody silver spray paint. Here I marked out the axe handle I purchased from my local hardware store so I could sand it into a bit of a closer shape to the axe from the game. Unfortunately, I could only find straight handles for the size I needed, so I could only modify it so much without it losing its size. Here I drew on the pattern I wanted to engrave, and then went to town with the Dremel, initially just to get the basic engraving in. After all the basic lines were on, I went in with some files and made the grooves just a little bit deeper, and the ones that I wanted to accentuate. Here I used a light dusting of spray paint just to see how the engraving looked. A positive side effect of this, actually, I discovered it gave the wood a nice weathered look once I sanded it down. Here I had to put the 3D axe head I printed together, so I just used some regular epoxy, two-part epoxy, mixed it up, spread it over the whole axe head, and glued it together. I used some tape and elastics just to keep it together so it wouldn't move overnight. Here I was fitting the axe head onto the handle just so I could fit it in nice and snug before I put the wedge in to put together. As for the finishing touches on the axe, I ended up giving it a light oak stain, doing a leather wrap, and doing a little bit of dry brushing on the axe head just to give it a more beat up look. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this build, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, I'm available on all the social media platforms, or you could just comment in the section below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tony from the Blacksmithing Gamer.